and Reverend Wright and Father Flager and all that.
Ben Bernanke. Yeah, Ben Bernanke.
You think they actually rise to that level of socialism and race
You know what? Bill Ayers never fired a drone at anybody. Oh my goodness. But his buddy did. And now when their other buddy, Romney, gets in there, he can fire drones at people. So, I mean, who's the terrorist?
So who are you voting for?
Ron Paul.
You're writing him in?
You bet.
Yes. Oh, interesting.
And what about you? Wait, are you a delegate? All right. Okay, so you're a delegate.
I'm an alternate.
You're an alternate.
I'm an alternate.
And can you tell me what happened?
Well, first of all, the rules that were threatened upon everybody were passed, and the rules, in a nutshell, basically say that dissent's no longer welcome in the Republican Party, and that if a state in the popular vote nominates a particular person, that person who is nominated gets to pick and choose who the delegates are from that state. If I'm elected, if I'm duly elected by my friends and what have you, and Romney didn't like me, he could just say, I don't want Chris in there, he's out, we're going to have my guy come in. So dissent's just gone. They adopted Rule 12, which is an amendment which says that basically the Rules Committee can make, break, change, do anything they want to the rules anytime they want to, as long as they have a 3/4 majority vote, without us delegates present to approve.
Okay, and so what were you saying when I first came up? You said something about Ron Paul supporters?
When this all happened earlier in the session, what happened most recently in the session is that they did the roll call for the states to find out who the nominee is going to be, and of course we all presume Romney is going to be for a long time. But as it turns out, and the news has been wrong, big surprise, there were, as I understand it, 6 states with a plurality of support for Ron Paul, which would have allowed him to be nominated from the floor. So Kim Reynolds was presented with the petitions and all the stuff more than 1 hour, according to the rules, before the roll call vote for the 6 states. And so we're all sitting there thinking, well, gee, maybe we're actually going to have a nomination. There'll be another fight on the floor. Now, being a realist, he wasn't going to win. They had too many people on the floor. But at least we get a nomination out there, make some news. And the chairman just decided, out of hand, that it would take too long to count everything, to verify everything, to credential everything, and he just dismissed it. He just dismissed it out of hand. So we had the states. We've got everything we need. Ron Paul should have been nominated from the floor. There should have been a vote. All those bound delegates that have a conscience, that have principles, could have voted however they wanted to, but that's just not going to happen because the chairman said, yeah, I don't want it. So John Boehner does not like people to have a choice. John Boehner does not like people to say yes or no. John Boehner just wants people to follow in line and be good little sheep.
Okay, and what were you saying about supporters outside? Have you been seeing more Ron Paul supporters than Mitt Romney? You
know, I'm walking back from the convention, and so far we've covered, I guess, about 12 or 14 blocks. And I see Ron Paul supporters here and Ron Paul supporters down there, and if you want to pan around and you can zoom in enough, you'll see Ron Paul signs everywhere. And if you get permission from these guys in their jackboots to walk past, you'll find Ron Paul everywhere. The party tells us that Mitt Romney is the most popular person, but I have not seen one single group of supporters holding up one single Mitt Romney. Have you? My wife back here. Don't put her on camera.
Sorry.
Just asking for verification. There's no support out there. Nobody's on the street saying Mitt Romney. Nobody's on the street saying anybody except Ron Paul.
So would you say that the vote is bought then? That we are no longer living in a democracy?
I say that that's self-evident. Yeah, we haven't lived in a republic for probably, who knows? I mean, how do you want to count the decades? 1933?
Well, my grandmother was telling me it's been at least 40 years.
Yeah, I'm guessing 1933 is when we all got sold into chattel. But that's a different story. They're going to shout me down.
That's fine. Well, thanks for the interview.
My pleasure. Where's that going to go?
On my YouTube channel.